I'm Drex, and this is Introduction to Poi Spinning from Spinballs. In this video, we're going to cover stalls. Stalls allow for quick and easy transitions between patterns in different timing and direction combinations, as well as adding crisp, staccato movements to your spinning. If you've been curious to know how to transition between many of the tricks we've been learning thus far, the stall is almost certainly the answer. So what exactly is a stall? Stalls temporarily stop the movement or acceleration of the poi. They're used for changing the direction of the poi, punctuating a move, or for transitions between different moves. Stalls come in 4 different flavors, one for each direction you can stall into. They are bottom stalls, down stalls, up stalls, and top stalls. Think of the movement of the spinning poi as being like a circle with the hand at the center. Now imagine that around that circle is a box that touches the circle in 4 different points, at its top, bottom, and on each side. Now imagine that each of these intersections has a line that connects it back to the center of the circle. As the poi is rotating, when it passes one of these intersections, you can move the hand out along the line towards the intersection. This will cause the poi to depart the path of the circle, moving in a straight line to the nearest corner of the square. When it reaches the corner, the hand will have also reached the intersection of the circle and the square that the poi departed from, and the momentum of the poi will have to come to a stop. Now we have 2 options. We can reverse the direction of the poi by pulling the hand back to the center of the circle. This will put the poi back along the edge of the box until it reaches the nearest intersection with the circle and rejoins the circular spin path. Otherwise, we can continue the movement of the poi in a straight line, imagining that we are moving it towards a neighboring circle. This will pull the poi into a spin of the same direction that it started in. When learning stalls, almost everyone starts with bottom stalls. You can imagine these as being like pitching the poi head from side to side, like bailing out a bucket of water. Practice doing this with both poi at the same time, seeing if you can keep them in sync with each other. For an added challenge, try stalling with only one hand at a time. Pitch with just your dominant hand while your non-dominant hand maintains a steady spin. This is crucial for nailing many transitions between tricks. Next, here's a helpful exercise for learning down stalls. Stand in front of a wall with the poi turning forward. At the moment when the poi is pointing towards the wall, drop it straight down the wall by moving your hand towards it, almost like the poi is rolling down the wall. With a little bit of practice, you should eventually find you can bring the poi to more or less a dead stop. Up stalls are a little trickier. To learn them, start with bottom stalls and attempt to point your poi slightly up with each stall. Eventually you want to get to a point where you can slide your hand directly beneath the poi, freezing it for a moment pointed straight up towards the ceiling. The final type of stall, top stalls, are by far the least intuitive. You can practice these first by attempting them with only one hand, leaving the other hand about even with your eyes or nose. Attempt to direct the poi into this hand so it can catch the poi head before pulling the poi back out. After you can reliably catch the head, try and tag your hand instead of catching it. A sneaky tip for nailing this stall is that the hand stalling the poi should be seeking a point to the side and slightly above the poi head. When pulling out, make sure that you're pulling the hand both up and back out to the side that it came from. Drill each of these stalls in all 4 timing and direction combinations. This will give you a multitude of options in your spinning, as well as preparing you for any situation in which you might need them. Drill them in together same, together opposite, split same, and split opposite. It can be helpful to include a beat with the poi in between each stall to give you a moment to stabilize them before attempting another stall. So now that you have some stalls under your belt, what can you do with them? Here's a short combo that utilizes several of the moves already covered in the Spinballs Introduction to Poi series. To do it, you'll need to know reel turns, thread the needle, and weaves. Start by spinning by your sides in together same, performing a reel turn to spin reverse and then back around to forwards. Use your dominant hand to perform a down stall, while your non-dominant hand continues to spin its poi forwards. Now, turn your body towards your non-dominant hand, so that it's now spinning its poi in wall plane. Re-engage the dominant hand by moving it up and back towards your body. This will bring the poi into either a butterfly or a thread the needle. After several repetitions of this move, stall the poi in your dominant hand again by pitching it to its native side and turn towards it, crossing your non-dominant hand over top of it to start a 3-beat weave. Ta-da! You've just transitioned between 3 tricks. Congratulations! Stalls are one of the most crucial tricks you'll ever learn to guide you through transitions between tricks. Learning to master them will improve your flow and make for eye-catching additions to your bag of tricks. Thanks so much for watching. Now show us what you can do. Share your photos and videos of your progress with Spinballs.